Hey everybody, welcome to round 2 of a drunk Aether Revolt draft. I have decided to stick with the same cocktail, the Nature's Way. It's Nature's Way. I didn't say that enough in the first round. I definitely want to play first. I'm going to keep this hand, even though I've still not seen Nature's Way. But I do have things to say about this cocktail that I didn't get around to in the first round. So I've chosen a different glass this time because presentation is important. But really what I wanted to show you is the frothiness that you get from the egg white all on top. So I wanted to mention that you can get a frothier mix on your egg white shake if you so you have a shaker for any shake and drink, but you're going to want to put in the spring from your Hawthorne strainer. If you have 2 Hawthorne strainers, you can take the spring out of one, throw it into the shaker, and that'll give you, with the spring bouncing around in there, stirring up that egg white even more, you'll get a much frothier topping. Not that an egg white cocktail comes up all that often, but when it does, you'll have that spring ready. Animation module. So counters make servos. Okay, so Aethersphere Harvester is possibly going to just cruise to victory here. It's Nature's Way. Got a drink to that. Cheers. Aethersphere Harvester. Well, they've sent our best card to the bottom. Fair play. So here, Nature's Way could clear the way, or I could set up a trade. I think a trade is good because next turn the leopard could get in there. Alright, so the animation module can tap to give something an extra counter, energy, or +1/+1. So far he only has energy. And wow, that's very strong. Our opponent has sort of been on the back foot, but then again, he has a few... All of his cards have been great, and he has a few really strong cards in play. I think I attack here and take trades when I can, then drop the Renegade and the Druid. Next turn I'll be able to Nature's Way. Yield to that leopard in hopes that it sticks around, but I'm not really seeing that. That's just fantastic. I don't know if this guy needs his creatures to stick around, but I'll cast this guy without Revolt and drop a Druid, and next turn will be a Nature's Way turn, unless Pima Aetherseer spots a good victim. Luckily, there's plenty of energy for this leopard. No play. Okay. He can't make a +1/+1 counter, so he can't make a servo, so it looks a bit like leaving the dust. In that case, I think send the leopard and prepare for future turns. In which case sending the seed sculptor is fine. Unless he has multiple pump spells. But even in that case, it's not the worst. Leopard can trade with anything. I accepted it last turn, so I've got to be down with it. Yeah. Nice. Okay. So Lifecrafter's Gift left him with a solidly pumped up guy that cannot live. Luckily, this Renegade can just take it down. Implement, pump the Renegade. All of this would have been amazing pre-combat, but we did not know. It would have been pretty sad facing Leaving the Dust. Okay. Automaton doesn't do a lot here. I can make it block, though, which seems reasonable. Gain 3 energy off of this. Make this block. Swing with Renegade only. And take it down. Bummer. Still, it's a 2-for-1. Could be much worse. Okay. Cavalry ain't great. Liberator. My opponent still has no +1/+1 counters, so the module doesn't do a lot. That's about all I can do. I need another point of power to get through that cavalry. If I do... Okay. Garpa Guide doesn't really change anything. Actually makes it reasonable for him to double block. I made a servo rather than force any one thing to block because I would like... Oh, that's great. Yeah. That's perfect. Sure, make your energy. I'm going to have a Revolted Liberator and a lot of attackers next turn. And only a big creature will slow this down. I think he's thinking, is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. Okay. So sideboarding, he's playing blue, but I saw no flyers, so I don't think there's any reason to put in takedown. That's about it. So if my opponent sided in some anti-artifact stuff, in this case he'll be rewarded since I drew the Harvester, but my deck is pretty light on artifacts overall, with nothing key. And actually, this is a pretty good hand to start with. I'm hoping this is a quick and easy victory here. Imperial Voyager is fantastic, though. I think here, Harvester, and if he attacks, then I'll know that he has something. Either a trick to take down the Harvester, or a pump spell. No. Or a... that's pretty great. What I was saying was, with his 2 mana, he could either have High Spire Infusion, or he could have the card that puts Harvester on the bottom of my library. I think he probably would have cast it and got in with his Voyager, since that's about all he can do here. And why not take the damage? So in this case, I'll assume he doesn't have it. I'll play the Warden to crew the Harvester, and then I can attack. Also, I take out a pretty strong creature doing so. I'm going to crew with the Warden. Oh boy. Crew with this guy. Thank you. Swing away. I don't think I need to spend the energy for lifelink. I'm not feeling any pressure. It would be pretty sweet to draw a land and slam the module and the leopard. Then I can get the +1/+1 counter benefit. Throwing that straight onto the Harvester would be awesome. Alright, so my opponent is gaining energy. That is not something I'm too worried about, although it is a lot of energy. Era of Innovation. Era of Innovation can certainly draw him some cards. Yeah. I think given this board, I'll play the Herder. Not super excited about my Druid of the Cowl. It hasn't done anything, but it is holding off his Herbalists, which is keeping me well ahead on the damage race. So there's that. My opponent could be flooded, or he could be sitting on higher drops like his Cavalry. Okay. He needs 6 energy to sack the Era, so almost there. Yeah, I think I'll stick to the plan for when I hit 6 mana. There's nothing to Nature's Way yet. But I have a lot of energy, so I will give this lifelink. And hopefully my opponent does not have Select for Inspection. I can attack, trade this for something. That's not great, since I think my attacks get better next turn, and he would definitely block. 3/3 versus 2 2/2s. You can just throw any of those guys in front. Alright, 6 mana, 4 energy. I don't know what I'm worried about here. Okay. That's weird. That looks like High Spire Infusion. Anyway, I have plenty of life. Okay, it is High Spire Infusion. I take a little bit of damage, and my opponent can draw 3 cards. None of that is too concerning unless he draws the card that gets rid of Harvester. Pretty much he's got to play something here. If he doesn't... Okay, so again I'm thinking Leave in the Dust. Yeah, I'm going to activate the Harvester. And I'm going to swing and see what you've got. So this guy makes a servo, but I say no, I'll keep that energy. This one gets bigger, which I want. And if he double blocks, I can take down 2 guys. I don't understand. Well, now it makes sense, doesn't it? So a 4/4. I think I'll gain an energy off of this. Put a counter on the Herder and trade. Yeah, it was pretty crushing, my advantage over him, so I get it. There you go. Round 2 is in the bag. See you in round 3. Different cocktail coming up, because I've said Nature's Way enough times. Nature's Way. It's Nature's Way.